Exercise number 2.5, chapter number 2, nature of root of quadratic equation. In this topic, we shall study about discriminant. What is discriminant? So, discriminant, it is the number being used to describe the nature of roots of a quadratic equation. This is your formula to find out value of discriminant, and the formula is b square minus 4ac. Now hope you guys are remember about this formula, minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. We have already studied about this formula. This is quadratic formula to find out root of any quadratic equation. From this formula you can take this part, b square minus 4ac. So this part of this formula is called discriminant. Look. So discriminant is nothing but this portion of your quadratic formula, b square minus 4ac. So we will use this formula to find out discriminant. Once you will get discriminant of any quadratic equation, then you can identify the nature of the roots. For example, here we have a table where this column is consist of discriminant, and these are three different natures of the root. Now the first nature, d is greater than 0. This d stands for b square minus 4ac, and as we know, this d is discriminant. D is abbreviation of discriminant, and the value of b is d is b square minus 4ac. So if this value is greater than 0, then the nature of the root is real and unequal. If the value of this d is equals to 0, then the nature of the root is real and equal. And if your d, that is discriminant, is less than 0, then equation has no real root, your last one. So this equation has no real root. So these are three natures of the any quadratic equation. So you just need to remember this table. So you will remember this table. I'm going to use this table. This table is same as previous table, where we have three natures of the root: real and unequal, real and equal, and no real roots. So these are three natures which we need to remember. I'll take one example. First example, describe the nature of roots of 3t square plus 5t equals to 2. since this equation is not in proper standard form, so first we will write this equation in proper standard form as ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So this is your question, 3t square plus 5t equals to 0. Now I am going to write this equation in proper standard form. According to our standard form, there is no term on the right hand side. All three terms of the quadratic equation should be placed on left hand side, and right hand side will follow with 0. So this equation can be written in proper standard form like this. Here we had plus 2 on the left hand side, which we can bring to the right hand side, and this positive 2 will become minus 2. So thereby your new equation will look like this: 3t square plus 5t minus 2 is equals to 0. As you can see, the coefficients of first, second and third term are highlighted with different colors. Now the coefficient of first term is in red, coefficient of second term is in blue, and coefficient of third term is in green. So these are three terms, coefficient of three terms, which are known as A, B, C. Now here coefficient of first term is A, which is 3. Coefficient of second term is B, which is 5. Coefficient of third term is C, which is minus 2. So after writing the given equation in proper standard form, we can find out value of A, B and C. So these are three values of A, B, C from a given equation. After getting values of A, B, C, I'll take my formula to find out discriminant of the root, discriminant of the equation. Formula is D equals to B square minus 4AC. This is a formula to find out value of discriminant. So I'll take this formula and I'll substitute values of A, B, C from here to our formula. So when you substitute values of A, B, C, you will get this equation: D equals to 5 square minus 4 into 3 minus 2. So here what we doing? In our formula we have B square. So B is 5. So here I am taking 5 square. 4 will remain on its place, minus 4. Then we have AC. So A is 3, C is minus 2. So we will take 3, 3 and minus 2 here. So after substituting values of A, B, C in our given formula, we have this equation. Now I'm going to perform some arithmetic operations like addition and subtraction on this equation to find the final value of discriminant. So this way D equals to 25 plus 24. How this 25 came? So this 5 square gives me 25. This -4 and -2 will multiply together, will become +8, right? And we have 3, so we will multiply 3 in that. So 8 threes are 24. So this way you will get D as 25 plus 24. When you add 25 and 24, your final value of the discriminant is 49. So in this equation, the value of discriminant is 49. Now compare this value of discriminant in your table and identify the nature. If D is equals to 49, then can I say that discriminant is greater than 0? Yes. If value of D is equals to 49 and we know 49 is more than 0, greater than 0, so you can say in this equation, the value of discriminant is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, then this is the required root of the equation, that is real and unequal. So this equation has a real and unequal root. Here we're going to take another example. Now I'm keeping this table for our reference. Example number 2. Compute for the discriminant of 9 square minus 12x plus 4 equals to 0. This is your given equation. What we will do? First, we will find out value of discriminant, that is D. After calculating value of discriminant, we will make comparison of the value with a table, whether it is greater than 0 or less than 0 or equals to 0. So first I am going to find out discriminant of this equation. Then we will decide nature of the roots. So in order to find out discriminant of this equation, first we need to see whether the given equation is in proper standard form or not. So if you observe the equation, 9x square is ax square minus 12x plus 4 equals to 0. So this equation has 3 terms. All 3 terms are placed on the left hand side of the equation and right hand side is followed with 0. So this is proper standard form of quadratic equation. So no need to make any change in that equation, no arrangement required for this equation. We will take this equation and we will find out value of a, b, c from this equation. So coefficient of first term is 9, coefficient of second term is minus 12 and coefficient of third term is plus 4. So I'll take 9 as a, minus 12 as b, plus 4 as c from a given question. After finding values of a, b, c, we will write a formula to find out discriminant, and the formula is d equals to b square minus 4ac. So this is our formula to find out value of the discriminant. In this formula, I am going to substitute values of a, b and c. So when you substitute values of a, b, c in the given formula, you will get this equation: d equals to minus 12 square minus 4 into 9 into 4. What are we doing here? Look, in our formula, first we have b square. Since value of b square is minus 12, so here I am taking minus 12 square. Then we have minus 4ac, so I'll take minus 4. A and C are A and C are 9 and 4. So I'll substitute value of A and C on their places. 9 and 4. After substituting values of A, B, C in the equation, I'll perform arithmetic operation or mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication on this equation to get the value of discriminant. Now in next step we have d as 144 minus 144. So how this 144 came? So this is negative 12 square will give you 144, minus 12 into minus 12 will become plus 144. Then we have 4 into 9 into 4. So when you multiply them together, you will get 144. So this way I am getting 144 minus 144. First 144 is came from minus 12 square. Then the other 144 is product of 494. This part. Next step, d equals to 0, that is discriminant equals to 0. So how this discriminant becomes 0? 144 minus 144 is 0. Now it's time to find out nature of the root. So here my discriminant is 0. So this is the category if your d is 0, where the root of the equation is real and equal. So this quadratic equation has real and equal roots. So this is your final answer, that equation has real and equal roots. Hope it is clear to everybody what is discriminant and how to find out nature of the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation. So this is your table where there are three conditions. If your d is greater than 0, then nature is real and unequal. If your d is equals to 0, then the nature of the equation is real and equal. If your d is less than 0, then nature is no real root. Equation will have no real root. So these are three natures of the root in any quadratic equation. You need to remember this table and these three natures of root